You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the man before you're out.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we have a Erik Jones paint scheme, one of my favorite Erik Jones paint schemes of all time, but I do have a small thing to kind of nitpick about it, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But putting what I'm going to say aside, this paint scheme is phenomenal, and now I love the blackish, kind of grayish. Now I am going to talk about that here in a little bit. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about for the paint scheme. But that orange is amazing, first of all. And I believe he had a similar paint scheme released. I think it was the Skag car. It was released somewhat recently. But either way, those two paint schemes look really good. This looked a lot better in person. This is one of the diecasts that kind of don't really look good, or not good, but it doesn't look as good in diecast form than it does on the actual car, like on TV, at the track, just kind of whatever. I'm going to go ahead and put this paint scheme at an 8. Now, that might be a little low for some people, and I understand why, but here's where I'm coming from. That dark, very dark, like a charcoalish black looking color, that should be a metallic black, or more of a black color. It should be kind of like this black, right? Or like a dark black, because I feel like that would just fit the car so much better. Now, I don't know if that's like part of the Armor All color, or kind of, what's going on about that, but personally, I would like to make that a black if possible, because it's kind of like the Stanley paint schemes. Let's see, that's not a good example. I mean like the other Stanley paint schemes, not this one here. Not this one, but the other Stanley paint schemes, where they had that kind of the same, gray, dark grayish, charcoalish black color. If they were just, gloss black, they would look 20 times better. Now, that doesn't mean the paint scheme is bad by any means. Again, don't get me wrong. But that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of giving this a lower rating. And another reason is the orange roof number on the top. Now, for these petty cars, for the 43 for Erik Jones, and I think Bubba Wallace too, the 43s aren't this vibrant like they're supposed to be. They're not like a day glow orange, and they're supposed to be. This turned out to be a really dark orange. A lot of them are a dark orange, and I believe they're all supposed to be like a really bright fluorescent, like a day glow orange, and it's not doing it. So that's the two reasons why I'm kind of knocking this paint scheme down a bit. But in person, I mean, the car looked 100 times better, but just in diecast form, again, they didn't get the 43 right, and that kind of charcoalish gray, or like a charcoalish black, just doesn't really fit the scheme that well, in my opinion. But I don't know, this paint scheme might grow on me, but it's kind of grown away from me. Now, this was the paint schemes, when I first saw it, I'm like, dude, that's amazing. And then now, after having it for a while, after seeing it for a while, it's kind of like, it's not really as fantastic as I thought it was when I first saw it. But again, that doesn't mean it's a bad paint scheme. But anyway, let's get this diecast out of the box and maybe change my mind back to how I saw it the first time around. Here's the diecast out of the box, and surprisingly, having the car out of the box makes it look 100 times better for whatever reason. So, I mean, again, I like this paint scheme a little bit more out of the box than in the box, but still, my point, stands with the whole charcoalish black not being like an actual black. So you see the spoiler back here. Now, if it was the same color, or if this was the same color as that, you see the U.S. Air Force Club Wyndham. You can see it's kind of like a dark gray, right? So if you swap those, or not swap them, but if you kept that same black, threw it around there, threw it on the, even like you can tell in the B post, you can tell it's kind of a different shade. If you kept that same B post shade, kept it all throughout the car where that grayish is, that would look amazing. And for me, that would make it a 9 out of 10 car. And then if you were to fix the orange on the roof for the number, that would have been a 10 out of 10 car. So it's easily, a few things to change, but I mean, I guess there's really nothing we can do about it now. I still don't know how I'm going to display my diecast just yet. I kind of have an idea for the 124s, and I'm going to have them on, I want a rotating display case, but that's $200. That's a lot of money. So I might just try to make one at home. I'll probably put just a bunch of random diecast that I don't have any connection with, like, I don't know, ones I haven't seen in person, or ones that aren't my favorite driver, stuff like that. I'll kind of put it in a corner and have that in that case, and I feel like it'd look really good. But that's off topic, that's beside the point. The only reason I brought it up was because I'm getting ready to build on to my little building, and it's going to be just a pure man cave. Like, it's going to be amazing. Now, it is going to be a smaller space than I live in now, but I mean, it's probably workable. Again, I'm going to see what I can kind of throw in there, what I can kind of keep out. I might get rid of a few things to kind of make more space, but my plan is to have it be pretty freaking awesome. If I'm ever able to, I would love to hang up some sheet metal, some flags, stuff like that, but the sheet metal is pretty expensive too, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that. But anyway, back to the diecast review. I don't really mean to get off track, I'm sorry. But yeah, here is the 2021 Jones paint scheme for the Armor All. Again, it looks really good. It's just I'm kind of nitpicking those few things, so, you know, I do apologize for that. And again, we got the Armor All right here, all over the car, actually. But I love that little white, kind of like cloudy, faded outline. That makes it pop a lot more, and I really like how they did that. It looks really good. What I'm not liking so much, though, is the Goodyear. I don't like how it's yellow. I wish it was black. I just feel like they'd look a little better. Again, nitpicking, but, you know, Jones right there. I'm going to nitpick a little bit more. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We got these little Chevy bow ties that are just white. I wish it would bring back the actual Chevy emblems instead of just a white Chevy bow tie with no detail whatsoever. But we got the 43 right there. Again, it is the wrong shade, which, I mean, you know, that's fine, I guess, but it'd look a lot better in a bright orange. Got a dark blue slash purple outline there. Got Check It for Andretti. Of course, that is a little Andretti tribute thing they had on the roof for I think it was for every car, actually. Ooh, that doesn't look... That decal got folded. You see that? That's weird. We'll take a look at that in a minute. I got Jones right there, nothing on the deck lid. But yeah, it's kind of weird, but there you can kind of see, there's a comparison. You can see that dark gray versus the black. I feel like that black would just look a lot better. But I mean, that's just me. Speaking of black, you got the black spoiler back here. And of course, you got the Camaro ZL1 1LE with a terrible outline for whatever reason. They got an STP 43. Ooh, why? Why did you do that? 43 in a baby blue outline for, of course, petty, but, like, why didn't you keep it like this? Why didn't you just kind of keep that same outline? They made it a whole different outline, and it looks really bad. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not gonna lie. I got Club Wyndham right there. Oh wow, that's all the way towards the back. We got a couple of decal mistakes here. What is that? What's something impact? I don't know what that is. Then we got the Safety Clean Club Wyndham right there. Armor All once again. U.S. Air Force. Oh, I got a little bit of a mistake on the... Oh, never mind. Just kidding. I got it. So we got the Erik Jones. Actually, just Erik right there. Mac Tools, STP, and Columbia. I almost said... what was I going to say? Wow, I can't even remember. Anyway, yeah, moving on. I got the 43 right there. Got the little swoosh going on around the 43, which I loved how they did that. STP, 50 years, making 51. Of course, in 2022. Got the NASCAR Cup Series. Again, got that, almost said orange. It's an orange outline, but I mean the yellow, Goodyear, which it was black, or even white. White would look good, too. I got the NASCAR race car logo there. Sunoco, got the... They did the 43 again. Why did they do that? I hate that. Just keep it consistent. They're not... We have 3 different types of 43s. The petty 43, like with the blue, just a 43 with a dark outline, a orange 43 with that dark outline, and then, you know, they threw it back on the front again. I don't like that at all. Paint scheme's still amazing, though. Got the, that kind of that dark gray and that white right there for separation. Got a little bit of a light yellow, a light orange for the shading, I guess, or the kind of vibrantness. You can see it's down here on the side skirt, too. It just looks really good. It's a really nice paint scheme. It's definitely going to go on the display case or shelf, wherever I want to set it. Again, I don't really know just yet. But it is a very solid paint scheme, so if you have not picked this up, I highly recommend that you do. I do not know if it's in stock. This is like a very old diecast, so I have no clue if it's even out yet. If it's even out of stock yet is what I mean. But again, great paint scheme. If I could kind of change those little nitpicks, it would be a perfect 10 out of 10 paint scheme, but we all can have nice things. So with that being said, I do believe that is all for this diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.